For section 4.1, we are going to evaluate functions and find domain and range. For question 1, use the graph to find the indicated function value. When f is equal to f of -3 would be equal to, this means f of x equals, so when I look for x as -3, it hits at 0. So -3 would equal 0. When I look for -2, this point is at -2, -4. So I would say that -2 is equal to -4. F of 0, when x is 0, it is down 6. 0 is equal to -6. When is x at 2? Right here, 2, 0, so f of 2 equals 0. When it says f of x equals -4, it wants to know when it's at a height of -4. There are 2 locations where it is at a -4 height. At when x is -2, and x is equal to 1, -4. So when x is equal to 1, it's also down 4. So when I type it in, I'd write -2, comma 1, because there are 2 spots where x is down 4. Question 2. Where is g of 0 equal to? 0, 0. Where is 2 at? Two is up 5, 6, 7. Where is 3 at? 1, 2, 3. 3 is up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 is up 9. Where is 5? 5 is up 5. Where is my height equal to 8? I'm looking for 5, 6, 7, 8. When is it a height of 8? Right here. Oh, I might have marked the green one wrong. And right here, 5, 6, 7, 8. My green dot was a little bit low. I'm going to fix that. This was at 2, 8. Sorry about that. Okay. 2, 8. And this is at 4. Four, 8. So it is a height of 8 when x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 4. All right, when is it? X is -6, x is -6 right here, -6 down 2. When is it at 0? X is 0, 6. When is x at 2? 2 is also at 6. A 7. 7 is up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is up 7. And when is it a height of -6? -8 down 6. When x is equal to -8, then it is down 6. There are no other points that go down and hit on the -6. All right, when is it? X is -2. 2. -2 is up 4. Where is -1? -1 is up 1. Where is 0? 0 is at 0. And where is 1? 1 is up 1. What is x when it's at a height of 1? X is a positive 1, a negative 1, and also a -4 is up 1 as well, right there. So I'm going to say when x equals -4, -1, and +1. That's all of the dots where it's equal to a height of 1. All right, what if they give you an equation rather than a graph? When it says C of 5, I'm going to look for where 5 would be. 5 would be in this location. 5 is between 0 and 10, so I'm going to plug it into this set. 65 times 5. 65 times 5. Or if it helps, 65, plug in the 5. Next, it wants me to find 21. 21 is within this section, so I'm only going to plug it in to this equation. 45, plug in my number, plus 300. 45, parenthesis 21, plus 300. 1,245. C is a 2. C is a 2 is in the green section again. So I'm going to plug it in to 65, plug a 2 in, and see what it equals. 65, plug a 2, 130. Now it asks when it's a 52. 52 is above 30 or greater than 30. So I need to plug it into this section. 35, I replace P with my value, plus 600. 35, 52, plus 600. So the tricky part is just making sure you plug it in to the correct piece on your piecewise function. Question 6. It asks to plug in a 1. 1 is not in the negatives. 1 would be in this middle section. So I'm going to plug a 1 in. -2, plug a 1 in, plus 6. That would give me a 4. Next question asks me to plug in a 4. 4 is located in between 2 and 6. So I'm going to plug a 4 in here. When I type a fraction in, I use the divide sign. 1 divided by 2, plug in a 4, minus 1. Now it wants a -5. -5 is within this interval, so I'm going to plug my -5 in here. -5 plus 4 squared. -5 plus 4 squared. Now it asks me where g of x is equal to 6. It wants to know when it's a height of 6. When I square a number, so let's say I plug in my values. So if I do -6 plus 4 squared, that doesn't equal 6. If I plug in a -5, I've already done that. It was at 1. When I plug in a -4, -3, -2, it never hits 6. This piece will never hit 6. From -6 to -2, I checked. None of these equal it. Now I'm going to try the 0 column. So I have -2, plug in a 0, plus 6. There we go. There's 1. When x is equal to 0. Okay, now I'm going to try and plug in a 1. Nope. Then I'm going to try and plug in a 2. Nope. Now I go to the next one. 2, I'm going to plug a 2 in. 1/2, 2, minus 1. Not at 6. 1/2 at 3, minus 1. Not at 6. 1/2 at 4, minus 1. Not at 6. 1/2 at 5. Nope. 1/2 at 6. Nope, doesn't hit. So this is the only time that it will equal 6 when I plug numbers in there to the value. Next question. I need to find a -1 when x is less than -2, -2 to 0. -1 is between these two values. So I'm going to plug it in to the second expression. So I'll have -2 times -1. That makes a +2. Now I have a 7. I'm going to take that 7 and I look for where it would be. 7 is greater than 2. So I'm going to plug it in here. 7 minus 4 squared. 7 minus 4 squared is 9. Now I have a 3. Oh, that's nice. 3 is also greater than 2, so I'm just going to plug a 3 minus 4 into the same equation. Change that 7 to a 3 minus 4. And when is it equal to 0? That means I'm going to go through my list and plug my x's in. So I'm going to plug, let's see, anything less than -2. I'm going to try a -4. -4 plus 4, because that'll make a 0. when x is plugged in as a -4, it equals 0. What if I plug in a -3? Nope. -2? Nope. Doesn't equal 0. Now that I've got to -2, I'm going to pop down here. -2 times -2, not a 0. -2 times -1, we already tried that, not a 0. -2 times 0 is 0. So when x is a 0, it works. And I'm going to jump down here, test it. 2 times 0, 0. I already wrote that down, so now I'm going to go to 1. 2 times 1 doesn't work. 2 times 2 doesn't work. It's not outputting a 0 in my column. Jump here. Any number greater than 2, I'm going to plug a 2 in. 2 minus 4 squared. Nope. 3 minus 4 squared. 4 minus 4 squared. There we go. A +4 outputs a 0. With the squareds, you'll notice the opposite value, -4, +4, and 0 made the section become a 0 in the center. Next is domain and range. Domain is left to right. If it is a closed dot, we put a bracket, open dot, parenthesis. The left number is -2. The right number is a 7. Closed dot, closed dot. The range is low to high. The low is -3 and the high is 6. Low to high. And I use brackets because this was a closed dot and this was a closed dot. Question 2, domain. Left is -3, right is 6. They were both closed dots, so I put the brackets. The range is low to high. So the low was -2 and the high was +2. Whoops. Brackets for closed dot, closed dot. Last section is review. Use the given information to write the equation of a line in point-slope form. Point-slope form is y equals m times x minus x1 plus y1. For the first question, I would write y equals 3 for the slope, x minus 1 plus 2. It's almost like the vertex form, I just don't put a squared. Do not put squared. This is a line, not a u. Next one, y equals -1, x minus 1 with a -2 outside. My slope is a 2. I would write x minus 5 and then a -1 outside. Down here, I don't have the slope. You may use graph paper and you would do 0, 0. -4 is up 5. And you can count your slope, which is down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to, you can graph it, or you could do slope formula, which would be 0 over 0, 5 over -4. Add your minus signs. that would make a -5 over, that becomes a +4. So you get the exact same slope no matter how you graph or use the equation. So I would have my slope, x, I can choose either point. That would be an x +4, and then a +5 outside. Either equation for this line is correct. The first one used the top point, the second one used the second point. Question 5. -1 is up 7. +3 is down 1. When I find the slope for this line, it's down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to reduce that to a -2. If I use the formula, it would be 7 over -1, -1 over 3, 7 plus 1 is 8, -1 minus 3 is -4, which gives us a -2. You may find the slope either way. -2, if I use the first, it'd be x plus 1 plus 7. If I use the second, my slope stays the same, but I would have an x minus 3 with a -1. Question 6, -1 is down 9, 5 is up 10, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 up over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I use slope-intercept form, I would do -9 over -1, 10 over 5. That gives me -19 over -6. The double negatives are going to become a positive. Either way you find the slope, I then can write y equals 19 over 6, x plus 1 minus 9, or y equals my same slope, x minus 5 plus 10. If you have any questions, please let me know.